Howdy do, buckaroos. Welcome back to the channel. Well, I guess I kind of give myself away, but as you can see, we got the car trailer on. You know what that means? It's race day. I'm super excited. We're gonna be putting the old half ton to work day. As you can see, 6 lugs. Got the old half ton loaded up because the Duramax is broke and the dually don't have a motor in it at the moment, so half ton it is. Luckily the track's only about 10 minutes away, so no biggie. It's here, right here in town. So I'm gonna get all my gear loaded up, get the truck loaded up. I forgot to do one thing last night, but I'm gonna dig through all my spare parts at home and see if I can find a spare belt tensioner, because that one's squeaking and squawking away, and hopefully I can find a spare in case that one decides to give the ghost, or just change it out and then I don't have to listen to the dang thing. So we're gonna kind of go through my gear, make sure we got everything loaded up. We're gonna get the truck fired up, get it loaded up. Gonna go pick up the crew, and we're gonna head to the track. Finally, I'm so glad to say that to you guys. We're heading to the track with the truck. Let's go. All right, so I think we got all my gear loaded up. We're getting ready to load the truck up, but I figured I'd just walk you guys through all the gear I loaded up. So this is my race jacket. And again, like I said, everything in racing has an SFI rating. This is a 3-2A/5, which means it's a multi-layer jacket instead of just a single layer. And of course, you know, we had to get the patches on it. We do that stuff in-house, so it works out pretty well. Got a head sock that you put on before you put your helmet on. Got my pants. Same rating, of course. Race Quip on everything. You know. Definitely gotta have the Red Bulls. Our Lord and Savior. If you haven't tried this Juneberry flavor, try it while you can. They're phasing it out because it's the summer edition. And then, you already know, the brand new Race Quip helmet. Haven't even wore it yet. Still got the plastic on it. Brand new unit. Get to try her out today. Another cool thing I bought on the off season was this guy from Mac Tools. Mac Pad 2. I won't focus on that. But it's about a 1.5 inch thick pad that unfolds. So I can lay this on the ground if I have to work on the truck at the track or anything. I'm not laying on the hot, dirty asphalt. I can lay this pad down, do work. And of course, I grab my tennis shoes to wear with my race suit. Then I just grabbed some miscellaneous tools, wrenches, gloves, some wiring stuff, hammers, wrenches, tackle box, and a fishing pole in case the truck breaks down near a pond and I can fish while I'm waiting for somebody to come get me. So we're gonna go inside the shop here and we're gonna get the truck fired up and get her loaded up. truck loaded up. We are, sorry, the old half ton's a little loud, but we're heading to the house, pick the ladies up, and then we are gonna head to the track. Let's go. Alright guys, so here we are, finally here at the track. Got the truck unloaded, got the day tent set up. We are ready. Kind of working on getting the truck cleaned up. I'm gonna pull the nitrous bottle out because it's empty, so there's no need for it to be on the truck. But I'm excited. So I'm gonna get the truck cleaned up, get the nitrous bottle pulled out. Tech doesn't start for another hour or so, and then another hour after that for testing, and elimination start at 5. It's about noon right now, so just clean up and hang out with the old track family. Alright guys, so here we are in line, getting ready to make our first test pass. Let's see how it goes. Alright guys, so I've made a test pass and taking it really easy, little 8-pound soft launch, just make sure everything went A to B right. We came up with a 14.3 at 90 miles an hour, just taking it really easy, shifting at like 3,000 RPM. So we're getting ready to turn her up, see what we can do fuel only on this thing, and we will go from there. It was a super soft 60 foot, here. A 194 60 foot, 9.0 to the 8th, 14.30 at 90 miles an hour. So we actually entered this thing in the 14.0, entered in the 14.0 index, because I know I can run pretty close to that number, just to see if we can take a little money home today. So we're just gonna kind of take her easy on her today, work out all the kinks, and in another week or two, there's going to be another race up here, a local Friday night gig, and we will turn it up then and hopefully have the nitrous full by then. So I'm going to get the truck cooled down a little bit, and we're going to get ready for eliminations here in a few. Alright guys, so to be completely transparent, it is the next day. I had some GoPro issues, so I didn't get the in-cab videos I wanted from yesterday. I had quite a few people getting me some pretty good outside videos, so I'm gonna put those in here somewhere, hopefully right after I'm saying all this.
miles.
But I ended up making 6 passes on the truck, and I'm sorry I wasn't able to get you guys play-by-plays in between. It was pretty fast-paced rounds all day, so I was focused on trying to get the truck cooled down, messing with the ice box, learning that, and just going over the truck after every pass to make sure everything's staying tight, no leaks, everything like that. But I did end up making 6 passes. I did 2 test passes at the beginning. I went 3 rounds, which ended up being the quarterfinals in the 14.0 class, and I ended up kind of beating myself. I was way out on the guy because the truck was running quite a bit better than a 14.0, but I was just dialing it back, fender racing, just bracket racing, which is kind of hard to do with the big single turbo on a diesel, but I made it to the quarterfinals, so I ended up letting out just a hair too much on the big end, and as he started pulling up, I got back into it, and we crossed finish line side by side, and he got me by 0.02 at the finish line, 200ths of a second. But that's just how bracket racing goes. It was awesome. I didn't have any complaints, and I ended up making a kind of a grudge style test and tune pass with a buddy of mine that I actually bought my slicks from. He was wanting to get another pass in, and he's like, hey, let's just go up and make a friendly pass. So went up and made that would have been pass number 6. So 6 passes, no leaks, no nothing, drove itself on the trailer. It did amazing. So I'm going to show you guys these time slips here. So here's all 6 of them. These were my 2 very first test passes of the day. These 3 are of rounds 1, 2, and 3, and that's the test pass at the end of the day. Sorry, they're kind of dirty and wadded up, but I haven't shoved in my pocket. Like I said, it was a super fast-paced day. Didn't really have time to find somewhere nice to keep them, so I was just stuffing them in my pocket. And this ticket looks different because they were having an issue with the timing board, because as you guys saw in the video of me getting my water to air, intercooler box plumbed. It was raining like a son of a gun, and the rain the night before this race actually it made the timing boards malfunction. So as you'll see in the videos, none of the timing boards are lighting up, but their timing system was still working. There was just one malfunction. They had to reboot the system, so I had to go and get my time slip from the tower instead of getting it from the ticket stand on the return road. So that's why this one looks different. It's because it's from a different computer than all these ones. But as you can see, same day, 8/19. So same day. So as you can see, very first pass on the truck, 14.3, 14.2. I'm on this side, so 14.1. This side again, 14.16, 14.2. And this one, it's kind of hard to tell, but on the same tune-up and everything as these ones, I just held it to the floor for the rest of the race instead of trying to fender race. Super hard to see, but that's a 13.6. So same setup, tune-up, everything as all these 14.2s and everything. It went 13.6, just holding my foot to the floor the whole time. And as you can see, I was pretty consistent. 184, 190, 188, 194, 186, and a 184. So I was being soft, pretty generous on the launch, only about 8 to 10 pounds of boost on the launch. It's capable of 20 plus spool up on the converter, so next time we go out, I know I'm definitely going to launch it hard and really put those Hoosiers to the test. But it was super consistent, which is what you want when you're bracket racing. And as you can see, just by holding the foot to the floor on the same tune the whole pass, the pass before that was a 14.2. The quickest I'd been during bracket racing was a 14.16, which I believe was this ticket. Yep, 14.16. So going from a 14.16 to a 13, that's half a second. Just holding the foot to the floor. Like I said, super stoked with how it went. I really wanted to be soft on it because, as you guys have seen in my previous videos, the axles that are in it came out of a parts truck that I had bought already torn apart. So I had no idea the conditions of the axles, if the bearings were going to be good, the front diff, anything like that. So I really wanted to go on minimum power just to make sure it'd go A to B, make sure everything worked, get to learn my in-cab fuel controller a little bit, make sure the water system works. This whole setup is a brand new setup. If you guys remember, damn near none of this is the same from the last time I raced it. So 6 passes and driving it back on the trailer, I can't be more excited. I actually can be more excited to take it up there and turn the wick up. A few things. I'm going to get the nitrous bottle filled up. I'm going to turn the fuel up, might mess with the timing a little bit. I think I'm going to put the water meth back on the truck because I'm still trying to work out the bugs on getting a dually engine together. So in the meantime, I think I'm going to put the water meth kit back on the Racetruck because it's all still wired up for it. I have all the hose links and everything. I can literally just bolt it in, plug it back in. So, water meth kit, nitrous, mess with the fuel, and maybe mess with the timing. And I feel like there's something else. Oh, I'm going to change my turbo exhaust housing. It has a 1.1 AR exhaust housing on it, which is pretty big. And we have a 0.90 housing sitting down here. So I'm going to swap it out just for some testing purposes, see if it will build boost harder down low, which I know it's going to, which is why I want to try it. And I want to see if building it boost down low won't restrict it up top. So that's going to be a good thing to test. And I'm going to try and see if I can find a little more weight to shed out of it somewhere. I don't know if I'm going to, but we're sure as heck going to try. Because the whole goal of this is to go faster. Oh, one thing I did want to mention too. All these passes, and I'm going to include another picture in the video here. The altitude at our track is 4,900 feet of static altitude. What a lot of guys don't take into consideration is density altitude, which it deals with atmospheric pressure, weather, humidity, all things like that. And everything considered, the density altitude on Saturday while we were racing was 8,700 feet of elevation. I was literally racing on top of a mountain. And to get these results, this is basically what the truck ran before with water meth already on it. And I'm not even tapping in nearly to the full potential yet. The 60 foots, those 184s, is almost 2/10 slower than it has been to the 60 foot on the old setup. So like I said, I can launch this thing way harder, get that 60 foot way down, and the earlier you can start getting those times down, it exponentially grows out the back door. So we're going to focus on getting that 60 foot down by launching harder. Hopefully our next day at the track has a little bit better density altitude, but that's one thing everyone needs to take into consideration. Everything I've done with this truck has been at least at 4,900 feet of static elevation, not counting density altitude. The average density altitude at our track is around 85 to 9,000 feet. which is insane. And the two places I took it 2 years ago on the old setup was Junction, Utah, which they're at 6,000 feet of static elevation. And I took it to Bandimere in Denver, and they're at a mile high because it's in Denver, Colorado. So 5,300 feet of elevation. I have only raced this thing at 4,900, 5,000 feet and above, not counting density altitude, which that's one of my favorite parts, is telling everybody, you think you got something better than me, bring it on top of this mountain, we'll see. Or I just need to come down to sea level and play. So, like I said, if I haven't done it already in the video, I'm going to put all the videos of the passes I have. I'm going to put the picture of the density altitude from the track. And yeah, I'm super excited how everything turned out. 6 passes, drove itself back on the trailer, drove itself back off the trailer. Couldn't be more excited. So stay tuned for the next couple videos. We are going to be putting the water meth kit back on, going to be tinkering with fuel and timing, swapping out that turbo housing, getting that nitrous bottle filled, and maybe doing some nitrous testing just to verify all that works, and maybe find some more weight to shed off this thing so we can get it ready for the next race. So thanks guys for watching. Thanks for staying with me this whole time. I know it's been a while that this thing's been at the track, but it's finally back to where I can take it to the track and get some passes down. I'm super excited how this brand new setup did. As you guys seen, the first pass this thing's made was Saturday. Was this time slip right here was the first time I've done more than drive it to the stop sign and back here in front of my work. That pass right there. Could not be more excited. Well, like I said earlier, I can be more excited for what's to come. But I'm super proud with how it turned out. Super proud with how everything worked out. And I'm just ready for more, as everyone always is. It's never over. So thanks for watching, guys. Like, share, subscribe, comment, hit the bell. Let me know how you guys feel about how it did. If you expected it to do more, let me know how you feel. Regardless, good or not, let me know. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will catch you on the next one.